Hello and welcome to Rifted Gamers, Eyes of Netosa, the Coalition Tales. We are starting our new campaign. We started actually last week, last Thursday, I think was our first game, episode 0. Now we're still finishing characters. Lily, the dog girl, down on the very bottom, is not done yet, but we'll just roll with it. I can give her some stats and some hit points, and we'll just roll with that for now. Uh, she is a Doberman Pinscher.
What's that?
It is a dog girl that's part Doberman Pinscher. Unless you want to be like uh, Cora. Okay, we'll make her like Cora then. She is a Siberian Husky.
That's the third one to go by.
So she's a Siberian Husky, and you got some senses. All right. Anyways, so last time we played, the group was sent on a mission to recover an item from a factory
Oh shit!
or a science lab. They made it to the town that is in the old town of Rockford, Illinois. The population is under 1,000. They're not sure exactly how many people are here, but it's along a small river in Rockford, and they. I got to get rid of those yellow lines somehow, but we'll just leave it like that for now. Rockford, Illinois. Uh, they got to town just the night before, and they were overlooking what looked like a small uh, castle fortress, of course, made out of cement, and um, it looks like the wall was made out of cement and old cars that were all broken down from the golden age. Uh, and there was, I believe, there was three storage sheds or large warehouses that they were looking at overlooking this town. You guys didn't actually enter the town yet, but you were overlooking it.
Correct.
And you did kill a strange alien creature that wasn't in your guys' um, combat computers. Uh, it was unknown. Did we give you experience points for last game?
No,
No,
we did.
no.
We did.
Oh no, not for combat, but
Right, we did for time and
Time.
skills.
skills. Yeah.
That's pretty standard. Um, uh, so the combat that thing was worth uh, 25 points per uh, kill. So whoever got the kill gets 50 points. Everybody else got 25 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus, remember every shot that you made at it. Remember all your attack rolls to make a hash mark because those are worth 5 points each.
Oh, is that
Whether
all?
yeah, whether you hit or not, because you're using your weapon. Okay.
We got somebody stuck under a horse trailer in the neighborhood, and about 6 fire or police vehicles have gone by the house.
Oh,
Got a
under
dog in the window going, "Oh, oh,
under a
oh."
horse trailer.
Yeah.
That's
I
terrible.
had to check. I had to check the scanner page to find out what it was because.
Okay. Becca, is your character playable? Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. So you are a Becca's joining us today, and we introduced characters yesterday. I guess we could do that again. This is our first game, so we'll just do that every time. So Becca, what are you playing?
I am playing
Coalition.
co- yeah, a coalition sky stalker.
Awesome.
What's the name?
I have not chosen one yet. I don't know.
Well, we're gonna call her Catherine
Why? What?
Stockholm. That's her
What's
name.
my name
Since you
gonna
don't
be?
have a name,
Okay.
that is her name. Catherine Stockholm.
I'm surprised you just didn't just go with Jane Doe.
No, Catherine Stockholm will be her name. Yay.
All
You
right.
should have picked a name. And then
Yeah.
she is playing a side stalker with a dog pack. She has. Did you roll to see how many were in your dog pack?
Let me see if I put it
I don't
down.
think you put it down.
I don't. I did not.
Okay, it looks like you have three dogs in your dog pack. The leader of that is Cora. She is a Siberian Husky human mix,
Okay.
and she is Lily's character. Lily's char- Lily's not on camera because she's a child, but you can see her character
So
down there in the bottom left-hand corner
a
of
pack
his
of
Twitch.
six
Of
with the leader Cora.
three,
Three. Okay.
yeah. She is the dominant alpha male or alpha female of your three-man dog tag. The other one is a Jack Russell Terrier.
Jack Russell Terrier. Okay.
And
Um,
the next one is a uh, what's that what the fuck is Jack
Basset Hound.
no Alana's big ass
Shepherd?
dog. What is he
oh,
called?
Great Dane.
A Great Dane.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
Oh.
a Great Dane, and he's dumb as a rock. And his name is
I'll
Leave
have to get this because I'm not going to remember all of
and
this.
his name is Dixon.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy.
Dixon the dumbass. No, just kidding. That's what they call him. So, next up we got Scott, who is playing.
I'm playing Mike Cavender. He's a coalition special forces operative.
Awesome. And then we got Lyndall or Jeffrey. Sorry.
Okay, I'm playing Adrian Williams, a Coalition Samus pilot.
Nice. And then we have Terry, who is playing.
I'm playing Amaraya. I'm a Canadian glitter girl pilot.
A coalition glitter girl
Coalition
pilot.
glitter girl
Thank
pilot.
you. Yeah, everybody's coalition. And then next is Lily, who is playing Cora, the dog Siberian Husky. And then we have Melvin.
I'm Duke, and I'm playing robotic technical officer.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then we have Jaden's character.
My name is Michael Burkhart, and I'm a Coalition Ranger.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then we have Brandon.
I'm Peter Laramie Thompson, and I'm a coalition, pretty much the PR guy. I'm the voice of the group.
The voice
I
of
yell
the
at
group.
people.
He's the guy who, yep, he's the Gestapo of the group.
He's
Nice.
a cameraman.
All right. Oh God, he's the cameraman.
I'm the cameraman.
Oh no.
That means I run the fastest. Just kidding.
And
Somebody's got to take our propaganda videos.
that's right. So you guys are overlooking at the small town of New Rockford. Um, it looks like it's a quiet town, not too far from the Great Lakes of Michigan. So, who's your leader? What are you guys doing? Take me through a little.
We need to make a plan of attack. We
Ah.
need to decide. Are we going to go in and just go all out, or are we going to, you know, what are we going to do?
Our orders were to leave no witnesses, correct?
Right.
Well, we have a better chance of that. I'm pretty sure we have a much better chance of that later in the evening after dark.
So, for all intents and purposes, can you guys see that on? Oh, you can't see that on the table camera. Damn it!
What?
If you guys look on Twitch, you can actually see the Google Cam of the town. I have it up. So that way you guys can strategically try to plan
Right.
what you want to do. Y'all see that? Yes,
I
no?
agree. Nighttime would give us a little bit of advantage.
That's true. I wish it was. I wish they had walls so we could cattle into one area and just let them just take them out.
I think they do have walls.
There is a wall that is around the city, and remember, it was made out of cement and old cars and vehicles that were, stacked up, and then cement basically just poured on them, probably reinforced with rebar or whatever. Um, but basically, if you look on the Twitch, the the yellow lines will is where the wall is around the town. It's not the whole town of Rockford. It's
Can
just
you zoom out just a little bit?
um yeah. So it goes. You can see the little hand. So basically,
Yeah.
this river is a border, and this river is a border, and then here's a wall, and then we'll use this road here as the wall to the town.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll see if I can make that an
And then
actual.
where are the warehouses?
The warehouses. Let me switch view. There is an airport there. Um,
Okay.
here is this is the military compound right here. That would be the castle and the barracks. Um, down here is where the warehouses are, and this is where the people live.
Okay.
Everything else is kind of ruined and would be farmland around it.
All right.
Hmm.
So I propose we observe the town for at least a couple hours, identify emplacements, any like potential turrets, defense systems, and where the warehouse sorry, where the factory itself is located,
Right.
so that we narrow down our search.
Ah,
Dixon
secret.
is. When do we get to kill stuff?
Soon, soon, soon.
Uh,
I'm feeling. It's really.
Take out a dog bone.
actually, do they have?
Remember, you're inside this spider skull walker. It's only as big as this room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe a little smaller, cramped with also like computers and chairs. He's just really restless and.
I give him a dog bone. Has a little bit of meat on it. Go at it.
You give him a meaty bone or
Uh huh.
something.
Yeah.
Remember, they actually aren't dogs. They eat human food.
Right, but I
They're,
mean they
they're,
have
Except for Pizzles.
the jaws of dogs, so
okay, you give them a meaty snack.
yes.
Okay, he starts eating the meaty snack right there, making all this noise um, while you guys are planning.
Hmm. So, do they have any surveillance equipment that we have noticed?
Does anybody have
Oh,
uh,
probably.
surveillance or counter surveillance? The
I've
two.
got surveillance.
I've got both, probably.
Okay, so why don't you the two of you that
Oh, surveillance.
roll that and try to see if there's any surveillance.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna camouflage the Skullwalker and vehicles as best I can.
Okay, you guys are actually also in luck because they actually painted your Skullwalker in olive drab and forest colors already. Because in real life, people aren't so stupid to just have a big black freaking machine
Right.
everywhere, you
Ooh, good.
know. So you go ahead and roll your camouflage. Oh, it looks like you did. You did a
Yeah.
shitty job, but
Yeah.
it looks good to you. You're only level 1, so you're like, yeah, this is great.
I'm gonna go out and check his work,
It
and
looks
I
great.
think he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
So I have surveillance systems. Is there a system that I can use in the
You
suit?
guys have some, not in the suits. These are bare bones suits that you have.
I have a. Oh,
You do have binoculars. You do have surveillance. So surveillance systems allows you to install surveillance systems and then use those systems. Um,
okay.
uh, you, like if you were in a building, or that's different, but your Spider Skull Walker, it has its own surveillance systems, cameras and stuff like that. You can go ahead and use that if you'd like. Go ahead and roll. Um, you guys aren't seeing much with those rolls that you did do. You don't see much surveillance at all, actually. Um,
We actually did.
No, I
you
didn't.
you
Oh.
see there is a radio tower, um, but the construction of the city really is rudimentary. Um, the tech of the city is probably early 19th century, um, except they do have an electrical power plant um, over by the airport. That would be here. Um, so they do have electricity. It
And you
looks like
said
it's.
that was connected to a water wheel about a half mile away.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we could stop the water.
So actually, we're going to say that it's right over here on this side of the, because here's the
Yeah, I see
river.
it.
So their power source is somewhere right here.
Okay.
You can see there's actually it looks like a triple water wheel um, power source. So
All right.
you do see some smokestacks, some smoke from industrial machines being worked over in I think it's this section right here.
Yeah.
All this right here. This is their military base right there, and their like fortress compound is in the middle. Here's the barracks, fortress compound, industrial uh, plant.
All right. Duke. Sorry. Let's see. I believe Chief Hardrock. You're a warrant officer, right? Melvin.
I'm a sergeant.
Oh, sorry, Hardrock. You mentioned you may be able to disable the
Oh
power
yeah.
station.
Oh yeah. That's a simple thing. Of course. I just got to get to it first.
So the who are the lieutenants in the group? I believe Scott is, and the Glitter Girl.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm actually not sure because I
Well,
couldn't find
you
anything
as
about
well.
what rank Sam's pilots were.
They were like sergeants to start with, or something, or
I I genuinely couldn't find anything about their rank.
yeah.
It's a war campaign.
Um,
Do you want to bring your vegetables and fruits down here?
well, we can't have a bunch of sergeants, so
I'm a corporal.
you're gonna be a E4.
Ah, cool. You're
That.
in charge of the E4 Mafia.
Yeah.
Sergeant
I was
Lieutenant.
about to throw the gang sign up too.
So it looks like Scott or um, well, probably Scott is actually in charge
That's scary.
because
Because
Ter-
I'm on loan.
you're on loan from from
Right.
the Quebec coalition supporters because they love the coalition and they want to become coalition because they want to kill all Levies. Stop
How
that.
does the corporal rank? Because it's
Stop
saying
that.
that we start as a corporal.
That's the E4.
That is an E4.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh.
So I guess you're all a bunch of E4s, except you have kind of a special accommodation because you are like in charge of propaganda. That also means you're in charge of keeping tabs on everybody, and they're not if they're traitors to the coalition.
I report to someone higher, is what you're saying.
Yes,
Maybe.
you report to somebody higher. So, what are you guys doing, boss man?
Hmm?
Well, we need to deactivate their power.
Okay.
So add confusion.
Okay.
Ooh, confusion.
Yeah.
Uh, I can do it. I I know explosives, demolitions.
Dixon,
Yeah.
we will.
Oh.
Just calm down.
We want to do it quietly. We just want to disconnect it. We don't want to blow it up.
Well, if it's water, we could block the water, can't we?
Um,
With what?
I don't know how to stop the flow of a river.
How big is the river? I guess that's
Well,
the question.
we could blow the wheel, or we could
Stop
just
the wheel from spinning.
disconnect the yeah
Yeah,
yeah just
inside
disconnect the power.
inside.
Yeah, one of those attracts a lot more attention than the other.
The little
Um,
English. What did I call him? What was he?
And
The
seven.
Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh,
Jack.
Jack.
The Jack
Yeah.
Russell Terrier is like he's only about 2.5 feet tall. He's like they're only. This is only a Davy town. Only Davies. Why don't we just shoot them with missiles and kill them all?
Got little dog syndrome, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yes.
He's like, hey, yeah, I'm short, but
What's
I'm.
his name? I can't
I
remember
don't
his
know.
name.
What do you want to name him?
Jack.
Jack. Jack the Jack Ruff. Yeah, his name is Jack.
That is the exact amount of imagination the coalition would have too.
Yeah.
Or Bob.
You're Bob.
Jack. Jack.
Bob Jack. Jack Bob.
no,
Bob.
Bob's your uncle.
Jack.
I like Bob.
Jack Bob. Jack Bob.
Jack Bob.
Jack Bob. It's Jack. Jack the
Jack.
Jack Russell. What?
You were speaking out
Oh
of turn.
shoot!
If we disable the radio tower and the dam at the
Hush.
same time, that would maximize, or rather, that would minimize their communications.
All right. So
Well, my guess,
Did he just
we
drop
don't
the
want
phone?
to leave the
No,
power
no.
supply intact because we're not supposed to leave any witnesses. So it doesn't matter how we disable the water supply. If we blow the wheel, we could set the detonation to go off at an agreed upon time.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it,
That's a good point.
it depends. Are we destroying this DV cap to get rid of them, or are we destroying this DV cap because we're claiming land back for the human race?
We haven't got orders that
Do we need an
outline that.
excuse?
Actually,
All our orders tell us is not to leave any witnesses. Destroy the factory and not leave any witnesses.
What are they making in the factory?
don't know, don't care.
We weren't told, doesn't matter.
That's right. It was a need to know, and we didn't. Right?
And we don't need to know.
I would probably do best if I'm heading to the radio tower, because I have expertise in that. So,
And then while Jack there is setting the dam for the hydroelectric to explode. Actually, why don't I take the hydroelectric station and Jack, you take the radio tower with. What was his last name again?
Are you talking
Keep
about
it
the? Are you talking about Jack the dog?
Yeah. No, Jack the dog, and then Peter's Brandon's character. What was his last name?
Peter Thompson. Peep and Tom.
If Jack goes with Thompson to the radio tower, he can subvert it, and then Jack can set it to be be destroyed. At the same time, I set the hydroelectric station. It'll be a lot less conspicuous for the dog boy and for Peter to get to the radio tower than I think for my Samish unit.
Oh, you'll be fine.
All right.
Military
So,
tactics, y'all. Military
rules
tactics.
of engagement. There are none.
They're fucking DBs.
Well, we've been told not to leave any witnesses, so as distasteful as that sounds, doesn't matter.
Well, that can
Whether
go.
they fire at us or not.
That can go the mass murder route, or that can just go the stealthy route. To be fair.
Well,
Uh,
once we commit to attack, then yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking the way we're situated and the people they have here. I don't think they're expecting us to do anything stealthy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
not. There's only one person here who could probably do anything stealthy.
You're not wrong. That's definitely not my.
Oh, the
cup.
Ranger.
Yeah.
It took me a second to get there.
Are you an officer?
I'm planning on
I'm a ranger.
taking the walker in the camp
Okay.
and just hosing things.
So we gotta
Oh.
remember to find out what rank everybody is, so that you guys can figure out how you're gonna do stuff. There's a ranger, a special forces guys. You guys are both pretty stealthy. There's also the side stalker. That's basically a wilderness scout because that's what they are.
Yes.
So you
Right.
do have you have a team right there that's pretty stealthy to go together. Remember, Lyndall, that you can't split up the dog pack.
No,
Right.
they wouldn't be as effective anyway.
Right.
Split them up. They're used to working together.
Yeah.
Dog pack to the radio tower.
We can do that.
I'm thinking whichever target we send the dog pack to um, is going to be less stealthy.
Mm.
But it's just the way things go.
Dixon's
I
like,
think
we
if I'm
could.
being honest, I think the radio tower needs more stealth. We'll want the time to be able to get there, and I know that's not necessarily my strong suit, but
But also going to need more stuff because they got to go into the town to get to it.
Right.
Actually, how many how many entrances does this wall have?
Entrances.
Doorways.
Probably one.
It has one on uh, on the north entrance, and there's one on the south entrance. Um, and then the wall's not too great along the river because they're using the river as a natural border. You know.
Okay. So we let the bell boys enter through. So I guess the ones that are going after the tower enter, climbing over the wall.
How deep and fast is the river?
Deep and fast.
Yeah. Like the walls may be weak, but is the
So
river
how do you determine that?
well? I have
you jump in.
no, no,
Is
no.
it lazy and just kind of rambles along? Is it a babbling brook kind of
I
moving
would stick
thing?
in it, see how fast it moves.
Okay,
Yeah.
so remember, it is turning. They're using it to create
Yeah.
electricity, so it is flowing pretty quickly.
So it's moving. Okay.
Yeah.
And that usually indicates deep as well.
All right.
Yeah, it generally has to be deep to move fast.
So where we're at with the walker is are we on the side of the river with the town, or are we on the other side of the river?
So there's actually two rivers. Um,
Oh, okay, so they're between it.
yeah. So
Between.
remember, here's a river here. If you're looking on the Twitch.
I'm seeing it.
Oops. and then
Cool.
there's a river right here.
So, based off Twitch, it looks like the river opposite the hydroelectric dam, so the one not being used for the wheels, looks much smaller. Is
Yeah.
it slower as slower as well?
Yeah. But there is the wall is pretty much along that river,
Okay. And
and
how
then it
tall is that
then it
wall
cuts
again?
up right here. This is all outside farmland. That's outside the wall.
Okay.
You guys are right about. Whoops, shit. I gotta. You guys are right about here.
I'm not.
Not too. You're
See.
not too far. You don't see the humans.
Okay, okay, I see it now. How tall is that wall, though?
It's approximately 10 meters tall.
All right. So it's pretty good, pretty tall.
Would you would you be able to pilot your Cellbot over it, or would you have to blow through?
No, I'd have to blow through. It's probably not got any. No, I would have to go through the gates
All
or
right.
blow through the wall. So
Are there any significant openings? Are there gates?
There
there's
are gates. There's two. One in the north and one in the south. They're both looks like they are protected. At least the one that you're have eyes on is
Okay.
is protected by what looks like an old UR1 enforcer, which is a coalition piece of equipment.
uh-huh. See, recon.
Okay. In that case, I propose this tactic. I blow the radio tower in a very visible and fast motion, destroy their communications, and draw away their units. Draw their attention to the north side. After a minute or so, once they firmly have their attention and have drawn them out, you proceed through the south gate and take it from there.
And I can blow the wheel with the with the missile.
That is true. If you take the wheel when I take the tower,
Okay, sounds good to me. What does our leader think?
I think it's good. We need to have something for the dog boys to do.
Yeah, they're
They
restless.
should be in charge of taking care of the witnesses, perhaps.
They're not useless.
No,
They,
I said
No,
they're restless.
you
right.
could always, add a character.
Uh huh.
You could always um, look for like people who are trying to escape the town.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
take
So
out
yeah,
the
I
yeah.
I make sure there's no witnesses.
Yeah.
and while we're doing this, and while you coming from the south, perhaps the stalker and the ranger can infiltrate the warehouse to locate the goods, so to speak.
Yeah.
Were we able to identify which warehouse was the factory?
You guys got some pretty shitty rolls. You're
Right.
not
Okay.
really sure. You might actually have to send people in on the ground into the city
Yeah.
to actual scout it out and do some recon.
Yeah. And I was going to say the same thing. We probably need to do some recon, some actual in-city recon to
Do
see.
we have do we have plainclothes?
Have we checked the sound?
You don't need plain clothes to do
Ariana's
recon.
saying there's something wrong with the
So,
sound.
yeah, but
You
I'm
just
pretty
don't
sure
need to be seen.
Is there something wrong with the sound?
it was working earlier when I checked.
What's wrong
No,
with the
it's
sound?
good.
His
It's good.
Jaden's girlfriend said there was something wrong with the sound.
She said, "Oh,
Yeah,
okay, that was
let me turn off the mic for a second. I'll check again.
Okay.
okay."
Um. So your question was, can you read? I totally lost my train of thought. Damn it. What was
You were
your question?
talking about being incognito without being
So
camouflaged.
Yes, you guys have um, brought some uh, plain clothes for
All right.
such a mission. The
Hmm.
special forces guy is the one who brought that because he knew
Mhm.
that you guys wouldn't think about that.
Okay. I'm thinking
And it's literally
Lancer
like
and
cloaks and stuff that you could um,
Right.
conceal.
conceal. You probably can't conceal your coalition armor that well. Um, like some of you might have to just go in as refugees.
And pretend we're DBs?
As refugees. No, not pretend you're
Yeah, I'm
DBs.
not pretending I'm a DB. Those filthy DBs.
Pretending you're a human. Just walk in.
Perhaps,
Oh.
perhaps Lieutenant Cavender and the Ranger. Fuck, what's his name?
I've got undercover ops, so
My surveillance allows me to tail people. By the way, that's
Yep, it does.
hmm yeah,
But
I have that as well. So, all right. Well, if we're gonna go in, um, need to get clothed
okay,
properly.
okay.
guys.
So you even remembered to bring some spray paint so that you could spray paint your armor different colors. Try to make it look um,
Like
Black Market.
Right.
black market.
Or piecemeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, however, it might not work well if you guys have your helmets.
No.
I mean,
We'll just
I'm
have
pretty
to
sure I can't even wear armor.
pray that we don't get shot in the head.
No, you can't wear armor.
I'm pretty sure I'm in a flight suit, right?
Yep.
hmm
Not really designed for infiltrating the town.
Yeah.
You probably stay back as air support.
I was thinking myself, the Side Stalker, and the pack probably can't enter the town, or
The
rather,
side stalker could probably enter the town no problem.
Yeah.
She's a DB, or considered a DB.
Right.
right. My bad.
She'd have to leave her dogs probably in the kennel or outside the wall in radio communication.
Yeah. Um, kind of set them up to be on the lookout once everything goes down. So arrange them and
Dixon's like,
yeah.
I could, I could set some demo charges, so that the lieutenant can bring the skullwalker in. Ma'am, if that's okay. That I mean, that's an idea.
That is an idea.
He said that he couldn't get over the wall. I can have that ready
I
while
like
you
it.
go into town. Me and Jack and Cora, we can take care of that.
What does that sound like to you guys?
Works for me.
I think it's a go.
All right.
Hmm.
And then
I
I
give
will
him
be
another
on standby for
meaty bone
emergencies.
for having
What
such
do
a
we have
good
for missile
idea.
stuff? What missiles do we have?
Hmm. I have
Or yeah,
high explosive and plasma, and I think frag.
Okay, plasma. That might work.
For what?
Let's prevent people from going out.
you guys are having a hard time thinking militarily.
Well, yeah, I've never been in the military.
Well, I look at it this way.
Neither.
It's all good.
Plasma would be hot enough if we could trap the people in as we go in. If we throw a plasma missile at both entrances,
And then we're stuck there.
how? Yeah.
Well, if we wait till we come out to do it, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I look at it this way: we walk into the town, we put we explode plasma missiles at the entrance to keep a fire there so they can't go through the entrance, and we level the town. And when we leave, we just go through the wall. We just blow up a wall and go through it.
Hmm.
The only thing we have to worry about is that robot.
I still think we should do recon first.
Well, I'm talking about after that. I'm talking about when we go.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not talking about now.
Yeah, and that may change once we find out what we're up against.
Yeah.
Because at least if we go in and recon, we're likely to run across anything that might have surprised us.
All of a sudden, you guys hear a high pitched sound coming from the uh, west, a little bit north. A perception?
Isn't that where we just came from?
Nope, you came from the south.
That's a +4 if
Perception.
you're rolling it.
17.
As you look out the window,
Oh, who got the nat 20? Oh, never mind. It's a fakey.
and
Oh,
you
no.
see
That was me.
Amira got the nat 20.
so am I right? But you guys are all inside the Skullwalker talking, right?
Right.
So
Oh, so I couldn't see that.
you did. You looked out the window and you saw, because you guys have the hatch open, because you don't have the engines on, because you're trying to be stealthy,
Right.
and you see what looks like a hovering Death Head transport coming in.
That doesn't sound fun. What is that?
You see it. You see it coming down, and it
Something is landing beside us. What is
no,
it?
it's
No,
not landing
in the
beside you.
town.
Okay.
You actually see it land. It lands at the airport near the entrance
there's another.
closest to the factory.
Oh,
As it comes down, though, you can see that it's been refitted, and it is not. You think it was a downed coalition Death Head that somebody repaired.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
I said we should get that.
and take it home.
Yeah, take it
Yeah.
home.
I'm gonna put on my. I'm gonna look with my distancing binoculars to take a look and see what I can pick out.
What are you
Who's
trying
getting
to?
off.
What's that?
See if I can see who's getting off.
Okay. So you get out and you get on a better. You have to walk and get on some rocks and kind of take a
Right.
look. What'd you roll for your perception or for your?
I rolled a 17 for my perception.
And you're using a skill for. Is this
Yeah.
surveillance or?
I am, and I rolled shitty.
Oh
So
God.
you are looking.
That means I should.
You see a couple guys come out. Um, they look like merchants, maybe. Um, they're all in brown and gold uniforms. Um,
Oh,
it looks like hodgepodge between like they have some old coalition uniforms that have been repainted, patched up, and repainted, and then they have a symbol. They have a symbol on them. And you remember there was a mission brief a couple months back that you were doing. I want you to roll basically a memory recall. You can go ahead and roll me.
die 100. Oh, I rolled a 72. Thank you. Thank you, Thank you, Roll20. For all these shitty rolls.
So you're gonna have to go through some of your old notes.
Right.
Like this
That's
might
the
connect to
clue.
something else that you that
Right. And I know I've seen it before.
yeah.
So I try to memorize the symbol as best I can.
Okay. So you write you take out your you can write, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're writing
45%.
you're writing some notes. You have
I
a
got
little
crayon.
stylus for your PDA and you're
Right.
making notes and you're drawing the symbol. Uh, now go ahead and do basic computers. Do you have computer
Actually,
operation?
yes, I do.
Okay,
And actually,
you're actually trying to recall any if this symbol matches anything.
I rolled a 16. No,
Your drawing maybe your drawing was so crap. Um, God
could be.
damn, I'm giving you so many chances.
I know. I know. And
Um,
I'm rolling. I'm
you know,
rolling on die 20, and it's fucking me.
you do come up with the idea. You're like maybe the comms guy um,
I
can.
shoot. I'll shoot him that. I'll shoot it to him and tell him that
So the symbol
basically.
it looks like um, it looks like an M and a K in a triangle pattern
Mhm.
with a. I'll draw it on paper and give it to you, or and show you what it is. Oh, maybe I should draw it in the proper colors.
Fish.
We'll do brown and orange instead. It'll show up better.
Well, all of my notes are in my computer, so and my computer is part of my forearm.
Right.
So I'm searching through my notes to see if I paid attention and drew that somewhere.
Okay. So you're searching through your notes. Um,
Yeah,
well, remember, you guys have been a team for at least a year and a half.
right,
So your other team members might know it also.
right. No, I don't remember squat. I rolled a 40. but I'll share. I'm sharing it. I've got it on the net. So our little intranet.
I don't know if Coalition. They say that they don't have that,
I can't read.
which is dumb. Because remember, some people can't read. You've got
Right.
mail. Beep. Something pops up on your little internal intranet. It's real slow. It's dial up.
Pretty much.
Downloading, downloading, downloading. Um,
I'm stuck trying to connect to the internet.
so, did you uh, do a voice recording? Hey guys, can you check to see if you remember this symbol?
I actually say that to everyone
Okay.
on the radio.
And this is what you guys see.
Nope.
That's
Nope.
online.
There you go.
Yeah,
Aha.
I'm showing the group the Twitch also. That's the symbol. It looks like an M and a K in.
It's the murder kill teapot man.
I think it's MK Ultra.
Oh my God! Yeah, you guys don't even know what that is.
No.
Show that to me again.
I told you it's the murder kill teapot man.
Keep up, man. Yeah, I agree.
Their colors are sorry gold. Yeah, gold and brown. I drew it in orange because it shows up better though on camera.
We know that there's no purple. So we know it's not anyone we know.
Oh, out of character. um. So Brandon, go ahead and do a computer search. Your character's communications. Anybody else have uh, cryptology?
I have, I, let me see. Is it this character that has cryptology, or is it? Yep, I do cryptography.
Why in the hell
I'm
does that character have cryptology? Is she a
Oh,
communications specialist?
it's a secondary skill.
Oh, you can't take cryptology as a secondary skill.
It didn't say I couldn't.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, it does. There's a secondary skills list.
Yeah, it can't be taken as a secondary skill.
I got a 9, so I'm hacking the deep web instead.
So you check that out. You got a nine
I got a
percent,
33.
and you're like, damn, this is a symbol of the Marquine territories or
Oh,
the Marquine baronry.
um, yeah. So that's the symbol of the Marquine territory.
And you guys had just dealt with them about a month and a half ago.
So
Had a
yeah,
run
we.
in.
How did you forget about this? This was just a month ago. Remember
No,
Marquine territory not
Rub it
ringing a
in.
bell?
Go ahead, rub it in.
Rubbing my dice rolls. Rubbing my dice rolls. So yeah,
You
you remember the
still funny, don't
Marquine
see.
the Marquine um, territories for you, Miss Canadian lady.
no,
Um,
you wait a minute because it says I can take, and cryptography is espionage.
you, not as a secondary skill.
It says I could take any secondary, any.
Not as a secondary skill. There is a rule set in the back of the RU that says what you can take as a secondary skill. Please don't argue
And the,
with me on the air.
sorry, I apologize. I shouldn't question my GM. Uh, Rue, what is Rue?
Rift's Ultimate Edition.
Rift's, sorry, Rift's Ultimate Edition. Yeah,
Okay.
On page, I believe, 300.
Well, I was looking at 302, and all I see is regular skills.
It's on 300.
anyways, yeah, cryptology is not as that. Those are for your personal uh, uh, hobbies, pastimes. Cryptology is a specific MOS based skill. Remember, your coalition people. Anyways, um, however, Terry, you do know that the Marquine Kingdom or baronry is on good terms with Quebec. Like they are they are supporters, and they often allow the Quebec military to pass through their territories um, without harassment. You think that the government actually is paying them? Uh, they're basically on the Quebec.
Privateering.
Yeah, that the Marquine Empire is or baronry is um, paid by Quebec to uh, as a privateer organization. That's with your 33. Um, where's Jasper? He's right here. Okay. So, with that information, what are you guys?
Well, we do still have a mission to do.
We do. Mm-hmm.
Well, you definitely have a mission to do, but how are you going to take it out? So it is. Remember, it is day. So, like, are you guys going to wait to the nighttime to do an assault?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe that's what we're doing.
Okay. Uh, is there anything you're going to wait till nighttime to do an assault, but is there a group going into the city?
I think there's a group going into the city.
Okay. Who's going into the city?
Well,
I
if I
am,
can.
and Jaden's character,
Jaden's character?
Johnny.
Johnny?
Michael.
And
Well,
are you
yeah, I
asking to
can.
go?
I can fit in pretty well.
The size soccer, she going to go with you too?
I don't see why not.
Okay. The
What?
dog, the dog boy, Dixon, looks at you. Um, can you can you unlock the box for the explosives so I can set that up?
Are we wanting to set that up now? Bueller?
I mean, yeah. So it's ready for tonight.
I think you
Okay.
should, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll wait. I'll wait till a little later, but I wanna scout and get some a good spot. Yeah, um, isn't uh Melvin, what's your character's name?
Duke.
Duke, Duke, aren't you like an engineer? Maybe you can show me good structural points to.
Not that type of engineer. I don't know. I don't know structures.
Oh,
Give me
okay.
mechanics or electronics. I'm good.
Oh well, I mean I could do it. I know demolition. Mm. Okay, okay. Can you unlock the box?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay, so you unlock the box and you authorize. You give him how many blocks of fusion blocks do you give him?
How many are in there?
Um,
Fusion blocks.
you guys have there's a box, an explosive lock box, and there are 30 fusion blocks in there.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I don't think that you're gonna need 30 fusion blocks.
It's a big wall. How about 10?
You can do it with 10?
Um,
Could you do it with
Hey,
8?
no, maybe I need 12.
No, no, no. We're gonna stay with 10. Could you do it with less?
No, I think 12 is better.
10?
I think he needs 13.
You might be right.
I'm for big explosions.
I'm gonna look at that wall and I'm gonna roll my demolitions to see how many I think I could do it with.
Why?
Fuck, 30 sounds about right.
30? 30 sounds right.
That doesn't sound right. Even to me. I'll give you 10.
um, I don't know. 30 sounds like enough to
I only,
destroy the wall and the ground and
I need 12.
You gonna go back to
half
Why
the
are
land.
you arguing with
I'm
him?
not arguing with him. Do you do demolitions? I do. He said I need 30. The human, my friend, he said 30, but I only need 12.
Sounds legit.
Fine. I already gave you 12.
Oh, good. He can't count
Lowering the
anymore.
bar like a pro.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So he gathers up his demolitions and hooks them to
Oh, wait, he can't count?
his armor. Yes, he can.
Oh.
He's got to be able to count. He could probably count to 50,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
And he gets his weapon. Can I have my weapons too?
Yeah.
Okay. He puts on his slasher claws,
Yeah.
and he goes. Jack's like, "Hey, can I have my hot seat?
Your hot seat.
I mean, my plasma gun."
Well, I mean, your
On backup. In case we get in a firefight.
You're to only use it then.
Of course.
Hey, you think you could use a C-27?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Because I got a spare one in here.
Oh.
And I go to the weapons locker and I get out the C-27.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
The plasma cannon.
The red rocket's out, isn't it?
Tail wagging.
Yeah, he doesn't have pants. He only has like an armor and then some padded pants. But you see, yeah, his red rocket comes out. Oh, his tail's just a wagging. Oh, 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 oh.
How much ammo do you think you need?
10 clips.
Okay, well I've only got 6.
Okay.
but I need some.
3,
So
2,
I'll tell you what.
3.
I'll give you 3.
3. Thank you, Lieutenant. Thank you, Lieutenant. Oh, he takes the gun, which is like bigger than he is, but he's just like, oh, he's like Rocket.
Oh God. Okay.
He puts the plasma charges, or not the charges, but the clips, and he's like, all right, let's go, Duke, let's go. Cora, are you coming? Come on, Cora.
That should create a distraction.
And the dog pack prowls off.
Are they like expertly doing it, or are they just being stupid and?
God,
Sorry, I just,
your
you said Dixon was dumb.
Dixon is good at certain things, heavy weapons and demolitions.
Gotcha. Okay.
There you go.
He's a
if
big
he's got
dog.
the proficiency, he's good.
Yeah, he does have demolitions proficiency. That's what he does for you.
Okay. All right. But so they're stealthy and they're
Yeah, they're dog.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, he's not as stealthy as Jack,
right. Well,
but now Jack is hauling a fucking really large rifle through the forest. But they stealthily go off. You don't even hear them after they get out and they leave. They just use dog signals and they go off.
Okay. All right. So I have to read up on the pack.
Okay.
I have not.
In about 20 minutes, they report in. Jack's like, Jack, this is Jack. Jack to Jill. Jack to Jill.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Jill.
Jack to Jill.
Jack to Jill. We're in position, and Dixon is he is assessing the wall.
Thank you.
We found a place that it there's a grate that drains into the river, and we're hiding out in it. It smells like shit, terrible. But we are in position, and yeah, I see a guy. Can I kill him?
No.
What if I do it with a knife?
No.
But the lieutenant said that that there was no rules of engagement.
There
I did say that.
You are
It
not
means you're not
to
supposed
take
to do
a
it.
life. That doesn't need to be taken. If he sees you and then tries to run, by all means.
Oh, so if he sees me and tries to run, he's got a radio, man.
Make sure you get there
Damn
before
it.
he does.
So can I kill him?
Well, I mean, if he
Okay.
sees you,
Over now.
You know, you just gave him permission to get caught in order to kill a guy, right?
Oh shit! What just happened?
He got caught. That's what just happened.
No, the entire screen just went.
It's a little weird.
It's 9:04 anyway.
Is it 9:04?
it is.
Okay, we're gonna go on break real quick. Let me. Oh, that fucked up all the cameras. Yay. Yeah, we're gonna go on break real quick. I forgot that I did not make a break camera. What the hell is going on with Google Earth? There we go. What happened to my camera? Did you unplug my camera?
I haven't moved. No, everything is plugged in here.
My camera is off.
Oh, okay. It's unplugged.
No, it's unplugged where you kicked it.
I didn't kick it, but okay.
Where the hell is it unplugged at?
Told
Did Jaden kick it? These dogs need to be out of this room. They are the ones who unplugged it.
Come on, pup. Come on. Jasper. He's not a kid. Come on.
What the fuck?
I can't wait to see what the dog boys do.
Well, they're gonna intentionally get caught so they have an excuse to murder a guy. Duh.
Yep, that's right. I'm hoping they wait until the show starts. But if they don't, the show may start early.
Sorry, the camera just fucked up. How the fuck did this happen? God damn it.
Oh, oh,
It did get
who did we
unplugged.
lose? We lost somebody.
You didn't lose me. I just turned off my camera. I'm doing
Oh,
something else. We'll see.
I am freaking. There, I think the camera's back now. But we are on break. Shit. Where's Terry at? Okay. All right. I thought I made a break sign for this, but I don't see it on here. Google Earth fucked up also.
There you go. Hi, good girl. What you doing? You're being a good puppy.
How come I can't minimize Google Earth?
Hmm? Hmm.
There it goes. Somehow that came up. Sorry, we're on a break right now. Those are you who are signed in. We're just trying to get going here. We're in the group is in the city of Rockford, New Rockford, in just outside Coalition territory in Chi-Town or near Chi-Town, about 280 miles northwest of Chi-Town.
Oh.
Uh,
Anybody?
what happened to the airport? I gotta find that spot again. There it is. All the cameras bugged out on me. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So on Twitch, you guys who are on break, there is this one bridge that goes over that. Basically, the wall is from left to right, but there is that bridge that goes over that river. It's been replaced by basically it's like a drawbridge, so they can reel it in to the city. All right, I'll be back.
Am I dirty? Mm. Yeah, I'm dirty, huh? Mm-hmm. Am I dirty?
Can you take all these dishes up, Jaden? Yeah.
I promise. I'll take
I'll
a
take
shot.
these ones up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get mine.
Yeah.
Do at least.
Mm-hmm.
You seasoned that meat really well.
Thank you.
I think we probably could have let it off when you brought it in that one time.
Yeah.
It would have been fine. But the seasoning you did was really good.
Cool.
We don't have any boogers, I promise. Even if you have. I've got no boogers. Hey. Would you stop, silly dog?
All templates are made from the root. Every single one. Alrighty then. So we're on break, and I just wanted to go over some of the character class rules. So some books were made before the Rue was out. Okay,
Hey,
but
it's airing right now.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm not cursing. So some books were made before the Rue came out. All right, so they don't follow exactly what the rule said, but the rule is the rule set. This is the rule set of the game. So when I say, hey, you when you make a character, you got to use the rule and the character class that you're finding, because this has all the rules on how to make a character. Um, Secondary skills are specific to non-military skills, non um, espionage skills. Those are hobbies, basically. Um, your OCC related or your OCC skill can have espionage, no problem. Can have uh, I can't even speak. But when you're making your character, you are, for instance, Terry's a glitter boy pilot. Why would a glitter boy pilot have cryptology? They're not a communications expert. That's a skill that a cryptologist would have, or a communications expert like Brandon's character would have that. We can't have these are specific military skills that, like, a tank pilot doesn't have cryptology to free. Basically, a glitter boy pilot is a tank driver. Special forces, they might, as a MOS. But anyways, I want to make sure that people have skills that are individually useful. So if everybody has the same skills, you're all going to be able to do the same stuff, but there's going to be stuff that's missing. All right. I think we're back from break. So,
Check your cameras.
what's that?
Check your cameras on the Twitch.
What's
That
wrong?
looks good to me.
So that
I haven't.
because things moved over here on Zoom. So I just want to make sure
The cameras moved?
on Zoom.
No, they're good on Twitch. They're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have the feed right here. Um,
Just
so,
sometimes when they move on Zoom, they move on Twitch.
oh yeah. So I have the master stream. Yeah, you're right. But it, for some reason, It's the same. It hasn't changed. Weird. Huh. Interesting. All right. Is everybody ready to play?
We are.
All right. Cool.
Indubitably.
Cool. So I think you guys came up with a plan that you guys are going. Are you going to attack at dusk, or are you gonna attack
Close to morning.
close to morning? Okay, so you're gonna
It gives us
basically have some people rest, do some recon,
right.
and then overall attack close to morning, probably around what 3 o'clock in the morning when people are tiredest.
Right.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. So we're gonna say the scout group, which is made up of um, Lieutenant Crawler,
Cavender.
Cavender, um, the Psy Stalker, and
Probably the ranger.
the Ranger.
Yep.
Okay, with Jeffrey's character with air support in case you guys need him, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Terry's character for fire support if she's needed for backup because you never know what happens. And then who is going to be in the Spider Skull Walker? Is Melvin? Are you staying in there?
Yes, I probably will, but I can't. I can't drive robots though.
But can
Right.
you fire the cannons?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he
Okay.
can.
So you and the comms officer are staying in the vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll take shifts on who sleeps.
Okay. So you guys are gonna basically keep watch. Somebody's gonna sleep, and okay.
Wouldn't we been resting before this anyway?
What's that?
Wouldn't we be have been resting
No,
since we moved?
you've been traveling. You've been in your glitter boy, traveling, or sorry, in your glitter girl traveling here. Um, you guys
Right, but we got here at daylight, and we were waiting until 3 o'clock in the morning.
to to attack,
Right,
Right.
but there is a group of people that are going into
to the city.
the city, so they're not going to get much sleep. They probably have to make it a quick looky loo,
Yep.
find strategic uh, targets, and then come back. Uh, while the rest of you could be taking turns napping.
Would we have set up a camp?
You guys have set up basically a light fob, which is
Okay.
a forward operating base. You guys are just kind of uh, like you camouflaged your skull walker and probably are the glitter girl is gonna try to find the a strategic location for her to sit because if you guys are all your vehicles are in the same spot right now
Mm-hmm.
and they bombed you or they threw missiles at you, you'd all get hit. So you want to
Yep.
have the glitter girl probably on a different side of the base or of the town to pick off stragglers or pick off people from afar
Mm-hmm.
because remember her gun has range. Like, okay, I'll just let you guys know. I'm not gonna. You have much more range than it says in the book because first of all, you're firing a railgun. You probably have at least a 12-mile range.
Holy shit.
No,
Oh wait, you don't have a railgun, do you?
no, I have the Q.
That's right. I got you confused with having the glitter boy railgun.
Yeah, no, I don't have the glitter boy railgun. I have a different gun.
What's your range on your gun?
Hang on a second. Let me put my eyes back on. Let's see. 6,000 feet, so
Okay.
for a mile.
So you
for
got.
the rounds, 2,400 for the plasma rounds. But then I have the missiles, the shoulder missiles, and they go a mile.
So
And
those are mini missiles then.
I
You don't.
have the backpack missiles as well,
So are those short
and they
range
go.
missiles or are
But
they mini missiles?
the shoulder missiles are, I think they're mini missiles,
Okay, so those have a mile range also.
right? And but the backpack missiles are armor piercing, plasma, or fragmentation.
Okay.
Which, but the shoulder missiles I only have two of. The backpack missiles I have more.
So the backpack missiles are also mini missiles?
I believe so. That's kind of how I read it. Yeah, because they do the same damage, 1d4
Okay.
times.
Yeah, that's right. Because I was gonna say if you had short range, I think those have like a 25 mile.
That's short range.
Yeah, for a
Okay.
missile, you forget
Yeah.
ICBMs.
No, no, they're not those kind of missiles. They're mini missiles.
Okay, so um, while they're sneaking into town, do you want to scout an area for your glitter girl to overlook the town in a different spot so if you guys do get spotted, you don't get. Uh,
Well, I need to find high ground for sure.
yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, so I'll do that. And I have land nav.
okay. So you
I
are
would
you are looking for high ground. Um,
I would ironically be doing the opposite. I'd be looking for a spot with like good coverage. Um,
Well, there
so
can be trees up in high ground.
so I just
Correct.
want to let you guys know that
I mean, what does it look like
that
around the city?
the city. Remember, we're just doing this city is just this area here. Is that right? There we go. This area here, but the old city is all out here, and there are high-rise buildings, but they're all
Oh,
bombed out and look like
I need
and
to possibly
overgrown.
get up into one of those and
Okay, so are
get
you
behind.
gonna try to go to the north of the city so that you're have a location opposite of the Skullwalker that's more south of the city?
Sure.
Okay, kind of like
Yes.
a pincer move,
Do I
and
need
then
do I need to roll 100?
what's that? Yeah, go ahead and roll percentile dice to see how
Woo!
good of a location you got. What did you get?
I got a two.
Oh, nice. That's a great roll. So
But
you actually find you think the building that you or have found was an old governmental building because it's made of it like huge concrete slabs. It has an old dome. It could have been like an old senatorial building or something. But you find this on the fourth floor of this building that's it's massive and it's overgrown with like vines and stuff like that. But you find a perfect overview of the city. It's but when you use your rangefinder, it's just it might just be outside your range, so you might have to try to adjust your weapon systems in order to get the most out of this. So, if you want to roll a percentile dice roll, good.
God.
So you think it takes you about an hour, but you think you are able to compensate for the distance.
Supposed to be
Um,
marking, aren't they?
there might be a little bit of weapon diffusement, but it shouldn't be too much. Especially for your missiles. Your missiles are fine. All right. Um, the scout group gets all camouflage. Did you guys roll your camouflage for or your
So,
disguise basically?
hang on. I'm so close.
37%.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Good.
It would have to somebody would have to have a really good eye to
Okay.
spot you. Um, and you check everybody else over because this is your expertise for infiltrating cities.
Oh yeah, I think everybody's good.
Yeah, and everybody seems good. Would you guys like me
No,
to
I
make
got
your?
a 98.
Would you guys like me to roll for
You
you?
got a 90.
Um, on my dot, just on the table,
That would
so
help.
so
Yeah,
that you don't know what your role is.
I think that would be awesome.
Okay, so I can do that if you guys want to, just so you can just role play.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you
Everybody looks
still have
good.
to roll your shots and stuff like that, but
Make a
So,
few adjustments.
with your original roll of 37, I wasn't just having you actually roll for the entire group. Like
oh, good.
you were helping everybody disguise themselves because you know that
Mhm.
uh, they don't have that, and mainly it's just coalition symbols and taking that nasty. You actually had a nice matte gray spray paint that you had found, um, but you matte grayed it, but you also took some dirt and just kind of rubbed it in it and
Yes.
made stuff look older. You guys, um, you also kind of made some artificial cuts in boots to make it look like stuff was more worn, uh, and uh, and that you guys have been traveling for a while on foot.
Mhm.
And you roll in there about 2:30 in the afternoon. You guys kind of walk in. You can, if you would like me to roll, you guys. If you got, do you, any of you have performance or acting?
I do.
You
That's
do.
my hobby.
Awesome. So you guys are trying to act a little
I have.
haggard,
I
and
rolled a 12.
yeah, you're doing well.
I
Um,
nailed that shit.
and you've also instructed everybody else on
Right.
the size stalker uh, has kind of a limp. Brandon's got a 33. Oh,
I'm also trying
Brandon,
to.
did
I
you
didn't do
decide
as
to
good.
go in with the group? Okay.
Oh,
So there's all
no.
four of you. That's okay. You could be in there too. You wanted
I'm
to get.
also trying to not move
Okay.
quite as professionally.
Didn't you want to get a better look at the comms tower anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys are trying to drop your military bravado
Yes.
and look like you're not as organized as you are.
Mhm. Right.
It is kind of hard to do for most of you, but the special forces guy, he's doing it good. And you guys get into town about 2:30. There are there's that UR1 enforcer at the gate. It's to the left of the gate, and this is where you notice that the robotics of the UR1 enforcer don't work that well because you can tell
Uh,
that they've actually that it's actually part of the wall. Um,
it's
so
there.
it must not be able to walk. It looks like it can swivel at least 180 degrees,
Right.
but it is attached to the wall. Like the wall is holding it up, and there's massive power cables that go that connect to it. So its nuclear pack must have been ejected at some point.
Hey, good to know. That's 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 huge information right there.
Yes. So you can write yourself 25 extra points for uh, the idea of going into town and actually scouting. And if it's successful, you'll get another 100 points at the end. So you guys head in. Um, the guys just kind of look at you. Um, you can tell that they are hired hands. They're basically just city operators. These guys don't have the marquee symbols on them.
Right.
So you don't think that this town has been annexed into Marquine. Uh, that they're just uh, their own. They're still their own. You do see R RF, Rockford. um, Rockford Police, it says on their uniform. And it has it in a couple different languages, one being English, Spanish, and you think there's one, it's in French, but if any of you speak French,
I do.
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I speak Spanish.
Yeah, you can see it says Policio.
Okay.
It is Policio.
I'm going to pretend that I don't know what it says.
Okay. Well, it also says it in English, so
I'm going to pretend I don't know what it says.
okay. Yeah, you're just walking past, but you're
You know,
making observations.
right, right.
Um, the guys just kind of look at you. Y'all look like you've been ridden hard and put away dry.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're a mite tired. We thought we'd come in and get some supplies and maybe a little rest and then move on.
Ah, yeah. My wife, she runs a Lucky Star. It's a hotel, clean beds, good food.
But that's good to know. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
Were they all human?
What? Yeah, that guy was human. Most of the people here are human. You
Okay.
haven't actually seen anybody who's DB at
Hmm.
this point. What weapons are you carrying?
Well, I got my C12,
Okay.
but it's painted out,
Yep.
camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any weapon that's of high value, or
Other than my C12, no,
okay.
no,
Um.
I didn't carry a pistol into town.
Oh.
I left I left
Okay.
my I left my laser pistol and vibro. I kept my vibro knife
Okay.
um, and my other vibro
Um.
knife.
You see the other gentleman next to him is kind of just looking at you guys, kind of quiet, not really talking much. You can roll percentile dice though,
Okay.
unless you want me to.
I got it. No.
Oh, well, you made my roll.
Oh.
You're looking at that guy, and you think he's a psychic or magic
Uh-oh.
user.
Mm,
Um, he doesn't have any outward symbols on him that you can see.
I have sense magic.
Right, but I think you don't you have sense psychic too? Can't
Yeah.
you smell something?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the psionic that you are. Yeah, he's definitely a psychic, and he might be using his powers right now on incomers.
Oh, are we done here, guys?
You guys are just passing through. The
Okay.
guys
Yep.
just
Yeah.
like looking at you.
Uh,
You see, he
okay.
kind of goes into a doorway that is in the foot of the robot,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
then you hear a hatch. You see, or you can see a hatch close behind him.
Okay. Um, where's Scott? And adjacent to me?
He
Should
is.
be adjacent to you.
You guys are together.
Together? Okay.
Um,
Yep.
there's the four of you,
I'm
and he is to your left.
okay. The guy, the psychic, is to my left.
No, he was to your left when you entered the town.
Oh, but he's
Um,
where
but he was
further.
further. The
Okay.
gateway is probably 60 feet across. It's it's the whole length of a road, or
Okay.
width of a road,
All right.
and
Well,
um,
I'm gonna whisper to the group.
you do have radios
Oh, 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 oh. Okay.
and earpieces.
Okay.
And they won't hear us?
Hey, heads up.
Yeah.
I think we just got spotted by a psychic back there.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
Well, I'm hoping
You have
he only
eaten
picked
today.
up my surface
What?
thoughts, which would have given him nice, you know, chicken smells and hunger. Because that's what I was thinking about when I was checking stuff out and making notes is how fucking hungry I was. So hopefully that's all he picked up.
Make sure yeah, you guys, you didn't notice him.
No,
You don't know what he picked up. Um,
no.
as you guys travel into town, you do see the what I call it, the Lucky Star Hotel is on the
Mhm.
right hand side of the about a block and a half down. You've kind of entered into uh, small like farmland, and then um, they have a lot of greenhouses
Mhm.
that have glass windows, not plastic. There are some that have plastic. They look
Mhm.
old, but they look like they're flourishing. Their
Mhm.
food is growing in them. You go past the Lucky Star. On the right, there's a general store. Um, it's called Aces.
Aces.
Yep,
Okay.
Okay.
Ace Hardware
Oh,
General Store.
duh.
I'm I think we'll come to a stop kind of right in front of the general store,
Okay.
and I'm kind of gonna turn to the group, but at the same time I'm scanning above their heads to the edges of the walls to see if there's any patrols up there. Get a
Okay.
get a feel for what's up there.
Go ahead and roll. Oh, here you go. So
There
you
we
are
go.
looking around
Oh yeah,
for
you.
um, patrols. Uh, the general store has two cameras on it,
Mhm.
and you can tell they're security cameras for the store itself. Maybe there's some
Right.
high crime. You do also notice there are some heavy bars on the windows,
Mhm.
and one of those sheet roll down security doors
Okay.
that go over the main door, probably at nighttime. It looks like it says it closes at 7 p.m. There are five or six vehicles out in the park or the parking lot. It looks like there's some three young guys, and they look like they've got a hover bike on some cement blocks, and they're literally like working on it right there in the garage. This hover bike looks like it's been patched together. There is what you think is an old 50 caliber machine gun on it. On the there's a side cart on this hover bike.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, if you are really interested in it, you think that they are firing like it has MDC rounds, and you notice that because the 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 coalition rounds have a black tip to them, and it
Mhm.
looks like these these rounds are of that caliber.
But they're not able to move the hover bike at the moment.
No, but the gun swivels. But these
Right.
they don't
Right.
they look like just traveler town folk people.
Right.
Uh,
It's in a fixed position at this point.
yeah, and they're changing something on it
Right.
that they just bought from the Ace Hardware.
All right. Well, if I've seen all I can see, um, let's go into the Ace Hardware store for a moment and
Okay,
make this believable.
okay. You go into the Ace Hardware. There's shelves of old food cans, um, beef jerky, all kinds of different items, spare parts for different things. There's a you pick junk spot, and it's just a pile of like parts that are kind of they're on a table, but they're just various parts that don't look like they're from anything you recognize, except there is a rather nice um, Coalition Stalker helmet that uh, is on that table, and it has 175 credits on
That's pretty fancy.
it. It looks like all the stuff that they have is secondhand, even the food. Um, you can see uh, something called a Twinkie.
I've heard about those.
Thought they were a commie rumor.
That thing could be 100 years old.
Not much to view here. There's an man who looks like he's in his 40s. He's
Mm.
smoking a cigarette, hand rolled. Looks at you. Anything I can help you with, gentlemen and lady?
Yes,
Uh,
thank you.
I'm kind of was hoping maybe you'd have some chewing tobacco.
Oh yeah, of course I do. What flavor you want? Any particular blend flavor? We got New Mexico Gold.
You got any spearmint flavor?
Spearmint chew. Yeah. He
Uh, let me
he
let me take a look of it.
he's got several bins, and he takes a pouch out. You got your own pouch?
That I may have to buy one of those too. I lost mine.
You're used to just getting them in the little skull
Yeah.
packs with the Coalition skull on it. He
Hmm.
That's $6 for the pouch.
Let me smell it. Let me take a whiff.
He let he It's actually like a 5 gallon bucket, and
Right.
he lets you take a whiff of it. He takes a little scoop, and
And feel it.
it's
Uh,
nice and soggy wet, like chaw.
so it looks like it's well mixed and like people buy this stuff constantly.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it's local grown. Uh,
Right.
they You actually saw tobacco fields outside the city.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a pouch,
All
but
right.
I only got 5 credits that I can spare.
The pouch.
I'm a real barter.
He's like, the pouch itself is 6 credits.
Oh,
It's a reusable. Uh, my
well, how much is the tobacco
the tobacco. It's a 10 credits uh, a half pound
for a pouch full?
per pouch. Yeah,
So that'd be 16. Yeah, that's 16 credits.
yeah.
All right, I tell you what, I give you 14. I'm a roll barter, and I made it.
He's like, ah, I can do 14. You're a first
All
time
right.
customer. Here you go. He gives you a good hefty scoop uh, into the pouch, and then closes it up and scans your coalition credit card.
But hey, it couldn't. It's probably not mine.
Probably
I
not
could have
yours.
picked that up off anybody, just out of character.
He's like, can you verify with your thumbprint, please?
With my thumbprint, I can't do that because it won't match. But I promise you, the credits are there.
Well, price just went up a little bit, friend.
Well, How much we talking?
He 20 credits total, and he takes out a machine and takes your credit out and puts a special machine over the credit slip and then puts your card in.
You wouldn't take 18 for that, would you?
No, sir.
I understand. All right.
And he takes 20 credits from you, your account, and then hands it back to you.
Yeah, it was worth it. That added to our cover.
He's like, for another 20 credits, I could match that with your thumbprint. It's already matched.
Yeah, no. I know it is. Well, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I can spare the 20 credits, unfortunately.
You had 14,000 credits on there.
I did.
14,000. Sorry, no. How much? Sorry, how much pay do you have on there?
I've only got a month's pay on there, which is 2,200 credits.
Oh, you spend your money like water, huh? Okay.
I have gambling.
Oh yeah.
Remember, character creation says we start with a month's pay.
Okay,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
right.
So
He's like,
the only reason I have a month's pay is because we collected our pay before we left.
right. All right. You got over 2,000 credits on there.
Well, the guy must have got paid. I mean, I found it.
Yeah, you guys. So he's like, all right. You guys want anything?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm gonna stick a big wad in my.
Okay. You put a big wad of cha in your lip. It tingles,
Yeah.
and that's when you
Yeah.
realize within a couple minutes that this is just not tobacco.
Right.
This has something else in it, and you are actually you need to roll a save versus non-lethal poisons.
Oh, I'm high.
Yes.
I rolled an 11, so I don't think I saved.
Yeah. So within 3 minutes of taking this, you are you are feeling euphoric, like you see colors that you don't ever see.
Oh, this is great.
So your perception is -4
It's
right
fucked.
now.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And like your reaction time is slower also,
It's
just
fucked too.
because you're just like, oh fuck, what did I do?
But I'm gonna leave it in. I'm gonna leave it in. Even though I realize that I'm fucked up and that I've probably blown things. I'm gonna leave it in until we get outside.
Oh yeah, I figured you guys already left because nobody else
Yeah.
was
Okay.
buying
All right.
anything.
Then I'm gonna do what I can to get rid of this shit.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of like walking um, down the main drag. Right at
Yeah.
Ace, there is a road that goes to the right, um, and and you think that goes down towards the airport.
So that's what we're taking.
Okay, you want to go down towards the airport? Okay,
Uh-huh.
so you just kind of wander down towards the airport. Is that what you're going to do some surveillance on? Is that Death Head transport?
I'd kind of like to get an eyeball on it to see if it has any weaponry. Did they keep the weaponry that was already installed? What have they done?
Okay.
Yeah, but I probably won't be able to tell shit, but that's okay.
You might have to ask somebody else in your group too.
Yeah, I kind of mutter out loud that I feel that I'm high as fuck.
Oh,
You're what now?
I said I'm high as fuck.
How on earth did that happen?
the tobacco that he put in his
The
lip.
chewing tobacco had a little bit added.
You realize realize we're on mission, right?
Yeah, I didn't mean to get high as fuck, but it just kind of happened. You want some?
No, I'm on. We're on mission, man.
Oh,
I am
yeah. Oh,
just
yeah. That's right. That's right.
I am
I
just
think we
briefly
need to be a
going
little
to
more professional than
radio
that.
back to
We are the coalition, after all.
the fob.
What you talking
Okay.
about?
So Melvin, you are on watch, and you get a communique from um,
Catherine.
Catherine.
Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure I have a skill for that.
What's her rank?
I don't know. I've never
Okay.
got
Cool.
that.
Side stalker specialist probably.
I think they're starters corporal as well.
From Corporal. What's your last name?
Stockholm.
From Corporal Stockholm.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
What do you? Go ahead and tell
Okay.
them.
Go ahead. This is Hard Rock.
Hey, do we have anything like an anti, not poison really? Our captain is hi.
Lieutenant.
If we did, I wouldn't know. I have no medical abilities whatsoever.
Y'all don't have a medic.
I got first aid.
I do too. Okay,
That's all
well,
you need.
is there like a first aid kit in our transport? I mean,
Um, Let me go
I'll be
look.
fine.
I'll go
Give me
back and
about
look.
4 hours. I'll be fine.
yeah, 4 hours.
4 hours, I'll be fine.
I'm starting to drool.
So, are you gonna take this shit out of your mouth?
He
It's
did.
out.
Oh,
It's
okay,
already out. Yeah.
okay. So you take it out, and did you keep your pouch of it, or
I kept my pouch. I
okay?
kept the pouch.
He
But
lied.
you spit the cha out. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I kept the pouch for times when
Yeah.
I'm not on duty.
Right. Or you realize how special for this could be useful. Um,
Hmm.
like if you force somebody to take it.
Hmm. I was thinking that a lot of things I'm thinking right now. A lot of inappropriate things.
So you get to near the airport. You can see there's a patrol of three guys that are walking basically the wall of the airport. They're shooting the shit, and right now they're actually sitting on a log fishing in a little creek that goes to the river. Um,
Nice.
they're about 700 feet from you guys, but they are making a shit ton of noise. Like maybe they're high like you are.
That's what I'm thinking.
Wait,
I'm,
so
I'm, I'm,
in his
I don't mean to,
perception,
I mean, my professional person
Yeah.
would not do this, but I'm headed that way.
Okay, so you head that way. You do
Yeah.
notice that the wall to the airport. There's a wall that separates the airport. It's a 4 foot concrete barrier, like the ones you put like exactly the ones that are in highways that divide highways. So they found some old ones and they used it as a wall. But then on top of that is what looks like razor wire, barbed wire with razor wire fence. So the total length, the total height of the fence is about 8 feet. Um, it's rusted, old, like they recycled it from wherever the fuck they found it.
Right.
But it's a double. There's a double. It's a double fence. Um, if you walk to the right and go up about 4 blocks, you'll be able to get a better view on what's going on. Sorry, the rest of you. Your lieutenant is too high to actually
Right.
understand.
I'm going to go have a conversation with those three dudes that are
yeah,
fishing.
is he just walking
Yep,
off?
he just walked off and started heading over there towards those guys.
Yeah, we better
Lieutenant,
follow him.
hey, go and
You say Lieutenant One of the gentlemen that is making a fuss, look up.
I'm waving at him. Lieutenant, hey, hey, hi, hey, is
Who the fuck are you?
Catherine? I was just wondering if there's any fish in that creek, and are we able to fish also?
No, this is off limits. Go back over to the civilian side, whoever the fuck you are.
Yes, yes,
Well,
yes.
damn it!
Who are you?
He's high.
God damn.
No, I'm not.
Who the fuck are you?
Hi. Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm Mike. Who are you?
Um, um, Lieutenant Kett.
You catch any fish?
Oh, we got two.
I want to see.
He grabs a line that he has his fish on.
I'm still walking that way, by the way.
They're just sewer trout.
Sewer trout.
Yeah,
They look like they might be good eating.
they're all right. They taste a little bit between like trout and catfish.
That's not bad for something that likes to swim in the sewer.
He's like, ah, we just call them that because they got three eyes.
I don't get it.
He shows you the fish. On one side they
Yeah.
have like one eye, and he turns it over, and on the other side it has two eyes.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Who like what?
And I haven't stopped moving. I'm still headed that way.
Yeah, you're already there. You're in
Yeah.
talking distance of him. He's like,
I want to. I reach out and grab one of the fish.
hey, this is my fish, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
What the
didn't
hell is
mean
wrong with you? Lieutenant, that lady screamed that he is high.
No, I'm not.
He's just like, yeah.
They got a little pinpoint pupil, by the way.
Yeah, he's like, man, well, he's a civilian. What are you, yeah, Mike? Good to meet you, Mike. But this is a restricted area.
Oh,
You're not supposed to be over here. You look like you're new in town. You got to go
oh,
back down that road there and stay on the main path if you're from out of town.
oh, man. That means
Yeah.
I don't get to go fishing. Okay.
He's like,
And I start walking away, all dejected.
he's like, well, you hungry? Here, you can have these two fish.
Did I really?
Yeah. You don't have
Oh,
a
man,
pole, so I don't think you're gonna fish. But
you guys are really great.
I got enough food. I was just doing this for sport, but
Oh.
he
I
was
reach
like,
out, I just go over and give him a big hug.
oh, hey, no need for that. Did you? You don't have steel, like pickpocket or anything. Did you try to pickpocket him? Okay.
Nope.
He's like, hey, no need for
Oh,
that. Uh,
all right.
we don't. I don't
Okay.
know
All
you
right.
that well, but I
Uh,
guess after giving you this fish, maybe we could get to know each other.
I hope you catch lots more fish.
Ah, they're
Oh,
not
I'm
that
gonna be.
hard. We got to
Uh,
get back to our patrol, and I don't have it. I was just gonna release them anyways.
okay. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Come on, guys,
We'll,
let's
we'll,
get back
we'll
to
see
our.
you later.
Yep. You can. He has LT just painted on his armor, like
Hmm.
black lettering. Nothing. His armor is nothing special. It looks like Plastic Man, maybe an upgrade of it. As you walk off, he's carrying an old uh, laser rifle, a model you're not really familiar with, but it looks kind of like your C 12,
Mm-hmm.
but it looks way more beat up, like old as fuck.
Right.
He
Okay.
he throws his rifle over his shoulder, and they go on their patrol. You come back, or you wait till Mike comes back.
Yeah.
He comes back. He's slow.
I got
Uh,
these fish.
Cool.
oh
Cool.
God.
How long are we wanting to stay
And
around here?
you know what? You know what? His armor sucked.
Ah,
So
And
Brandon, what are you doing? And where is
Um,
Jaden?
Jaden
I'm
has to
like,
go to bed.
Oh,
He
Jaden
has
went to
to go
bed.
to school.
I'm looking at our commanding officer with a mix of like annoyance and like irritation.
Well, I mean, you were in the store when he bought the tobacco, thinking it was tobacco. But yeah,
right.
that. Uh, but you do know you guys are supposed to look for strategic stuff, and you do see that death heads on the runway,
Mm-hmm.
way off over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll. Are they? Does it seem like they're distracted by his antics?
No,
I hope so.
No.
the death head people. No, they're not. They're across the runway. You guys aren't on the actually on the Air Force or on the base. You guys
Okay.
are on a road that kind of goes along. It's a dirt road that goes along the wall.
So, what about the uh, psionicist? What, like,
What about them?
nothing? Well, I
There's no. I mean, nothing so far that has
okay.
Mm-hmm.
interrupted you.
Okay. Well, I'm just making sure.
I mean, there's nothing you haven't been pursued yet.
That's okay. Yeah, but I mean, he got into
You went back into the robot.
right,
Yeah,
and then okay. All right.
it's okay. Um, don't worry. I didn't forget about him.
All right. I was just wondering.
Yeah, yeah. Dixon.
Yes, Dixon.
Hey, um, uh, I got we're in place, and I got I got several of the charges placed. Um, Jack, uh, he had to kill a guy.
Of course he did.
Um,
Whatever.
yeah, the guy saw us, so Jack just cut his head off. Like, I think he needs therapy. Jack has a problem. He kills everybody.
Like you do.
Well, no, I don't. I blow them up. I I just blow up walls and tanks and things. Jack, he likes it. He likes to kill people.
Weren't you just talking about wanting to kill people with explosives?
I wanted to blow stuff up, but I got this wall, and look. I'm sending you a video feed.
Okay.
You see his. See, I did exactly how they taught me in school, and I wired the wires so that they can't be seen, and they go along the bottom of the wall. And I put dirt over it, and it goes all the way over here. See, and then it goes.
He's okay.
He's one a good boy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like,
He gets in.
dude, uh,
You get another meaty bone
uh,
when we're done.
oh, good, good, good. Yeah, I can't wait to set these off. When do you want me to set them off?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Well, when
Uh,
we're still in here, that
mm,
would be bad.
no. Well, I mean, if you need a way out, if
I will.
if you
I will.
get into trouble, let me know and I'll set them off. Okay?
Absolutely.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see their faces when our Spider Skullwalker walks in and our guns are blazing and they just start killing everybody, blowing up the DBs, and just boom, boom, boom,
You're
boom.
going to get.
No,
Shush.
no.
Shush.
We're across the river. They can't hear me.
You're big. Oh God.
Yeah, and Jack's like, hey, I I have necklaces. I have a necklace with some ears on it now. Tell her that. Tell her I made a necklace of ears for her. I can't wait till she sees them. She's gonna love them. And oh, I made a wig for her too because she's always complaining that she doesn't have hair because uh, she's bald and she's jealous of the women who have hair. So I made her a wig. I hope she likes it. She's really gonna like this. Tell her, Dixon. Tell her.
I heard it. Thank
Jack
you.
wants to tell you
Yes.
something.
Nope, Jack. I heard it.
Jack,
Thank you.
hey,
Yes,
Jack,
you're
you
very.
you have your own radio,
You're
Jack.
yes. Yeah, and I heard everything. You guys are very good boys. You just have to wait until I tell you.
Cora's like, hey, boss lady,
Yes.
I have a feeling that there is something supernatural. I smell a supernatural being. I smell them, the demons. I smell them. They're close, like in the walls. I
In
smell them. They're everywhere.
in the walls.
Yeah, in the wall and in the sewer. They're everywhere. They're close.
Radio everybody else to let them know as well.
Okay.
Just on an open
Oh,
channel.
an open channel. Okay. Um. Uh. Uh. This is private Cora to all of our people. Uh. I've never done this, Dixon.
Cora, just
Um. I smell supernatural creatures in the sewers and in the walls. They're like sleeping though. I think they're everywhere. Every all across the river. Can
Hmm?
anybody respond? Hello?
Roger that, Cora. Acknowledged.
Oh,
Copy that, Cora.
oh, oh, good. Yeah,
Canuck copies.
Canuck.
Play more copies.
Hey, Canuck, can you blow them up?
Only if I know where they are,
Oh,
for sure.
oh,
I have
we
to
have to
tell.
go in the sewer and kill some. I smell them. Um, uh, boss lady, can we go into the sewers? Can you come and help us kill these guys? They're gonna, they're really bad. They're really evil. I smell, they're like, they smell really bad.
I'll sense the supernatural also or
You know, I
supernatural
once
beings.
smelled these guys in Chi-Town. Once.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know what they are.
down in the sewer. But remember, I got punished, and they didn't let me go down there anymore, and then they sent me back to uh, re-education camp because I was such a lucky good girl most of the time, and they didn't put me down because I was a good girl most of the time.
Yes.
Poor
Yes.
puppy.
Can
So I'll reach out and sense some supernatural beings also.
aha, you have sense of supernatural.
It's one of my
What's your percentage?
naturals.
Go ahead and roll.
It doesn't say. It just says sense supernatural beings. It's one of my
Oh, there should be a percentile roll for that. And it should be under the size stalker.
I'm
Just
looking.
go ahead and roll percentile dice.
Oh, it. I think it just says base skill, and I don't know what that means.
So, well, sense stalker natural.
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna have you roll from now on.
Good lord. Um, where the fuck is that? Oh, there it is. Sonic powers sense the supernatural. So this is just your. You have your
It's my
psionic
natural
empathy with
ability.
animals.
Yeah.
Sense supernatural beings. It is base skill of 45% plus 5 per level.
Okay. So
Tracking by scent is 30% plus 5 per level. Or, sorry, plus. Oh, 70% plus 3 per level of experience if the supernatural being is expending magic. So this um, It's just that's to track it. To smell it, you have a 40% chance.
I didn't get it.
So I'll roll for you. You start smelling near the airport. You know, you don't you don't get that sense. You don't get the sense of supernatural around here. You don't feel anything weird. But she did say something about
So
the sewer
yeah.
system
Where
and in the
is?
walls.
So I'll go near the walls first.
So you'd have to go it back to town a little bit because remember you walked over to the airport. The airport walls are literally just those little dividers in the road.
Right, right.
So there's you don't see anything that you think supernatural creatures could hide in.
Mhm.
But maybe if you could find like a sewer grate or like a manhole in the for the roads,
Yeah.
you might be able to go down there and check that out.
Okay.
But you'd be off mission.
Right. Yeah.
So um, you also remembered that you do have an RMSS kit that could negate poisons for
Oh,
your
okay.
commander.
All right. Uh, hey.
Terry, um, you are basically Overwatch, and Lyndall, you're are you flying in the area or are you just
No, I would have found a spot that would have been difficult for them to see me from. Like
okay?
just a spot with good cover and concealment.
Okay,
Kind of like background.
so
Kind of the opposite, actually.
you are left of the camp, not
Okay.
far. You're only about 300 feet out, and you have good canopy cover of trees. You're not picking anything up on your ground radar, and you're actually kind of dozing off because
Oh.
it's fairly hot outside. You know, if you leave your engine active, that you'll be able to be sensed. So it's kind of hot in your suit as you're just kind of
Yeah.
hanging out. Uh,
Oh.
Terry, you uh, pick up some stuff on your radar because you are actually actively overwatching the city. You can actually see the group um, by the airport. You can see the lieutenant holding up some fish, and the whole scene you saw through your scope and you heard through the radio. So you're just like you're able to see them
Shaking my
just
head.
fine. However, you pick up some vibration sounds, and you actually like look with your scope over towards where the Death Head transport, and you can tell that it is getting ready to take off.
Take off.
Um, you can see that there are several trucks that are leaving the tarmac. Um,
That's what they loaded into that
yeah,
thing.
yeah, and they're heading down a road back towards the warehouses that you think are actually your target.
Hmm. So did they load the trucks or did they load the flying contraption?
Ah, were you looking at that?
She
Well, I
asked the
rolled a
question.
25, so I'm
So
going to
the
guess.
trucks actually drove with full loads, and you saw them unload stuff through with some power armor, and they loaded it onto
Onto the skull
the
thingy.
skull. Yep.
Okay, so I will transmit that on the radio. Uh,
Okay.
um, um, Lancer.
So this is shortly after the Dog Boys conversation that you contact
Okay,
Lieutenant Lancer.
Lieutenant Lancer. The skull. What is it called? Sorry.
A Death Head transport.
Death Head Transport has been loaded with materials and is getting ready to take off. I believe the materials came from the warehouse because that's where the trucks are going back
All right, Lancer copy.
to.
Okay. And then you do you take that RMSS kit to him?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You
I
approach him.
Yep. Yep. Hey, Lieutenant, here, take this.
Yeah, I should probably do that, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah,
Okay. So you press that. It takes about 5 minutes to take effect, and the euphoric feeling kind of goes away as the RMSS robots destroy the toxin in your body.
I'm a bit disappointed, but
And
but
clear,
glad at
yeah,
the
and
same
clear
time.
your head. Um, there
But no
is a slight
candy?
chance that you get addicted to that though.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
So let me make sure I've got my head straight. We have potential supernatural creatures
in the walls
Roger.
and in the sewers.
unconscious in the walls and in the sewer, and we have the Death's Head transport that was loaded pretty much in plain sight with something, whatever's being
Unloaded.
manufactured here. I'm going to assume.
Yeah, you didn't see what was being loaded,
Right, right.
Terry. They were in crates though. It looked
It was heavy. They were using armor uh, to use to move it around. It was pretty heavy.
Right. Yeah, there's more going on here than we were led to believe.
so you do
What's
hear
our
the jets.
priority?
You do hear the jets of the Death Head transport spin up. They go from a low murmur to a roar as
Mhm.
the jets actually start to you see it start lifting off. It vibrate. You guys are pretty far from it, but it's a Death Head transport. It still
Well,
vibrates the area as
well,
it takes off.
like
I have a question. Is there a chance our objective was loaded onto the death head?
what I was gonna say was, should I just shoot it out of the sky as it passes overhead?
So, out of character, you know that a single glitter girl could not take a Death Head transport out.
Right.
Okay.
It would take a lot more to
A,
take it out of the
a
sky.
glitter boy with the actual boom gun
Yeah.
probably could with a couple shots, well
Right.
placed in the engines. But your weapon, like you'd probably have to.
I would
Yeah,
have to shoot it with the missile
how many
because
missiles do
the
you have?
missiles are anti-aircraft.
Yeah, they're anti-SAMUS. This thing is huge.
Right.
It would take quite a few missiles to take it out.
It would take all of our weapons, and even then, we probably wouldn't be able to to take it down.
You see the Death Head transport take off, just
We'll have to.
rises. It rises to about 10,000 feet, and then heads off to the northwest.
We'll have to file this away
Okay.
as intel that we gathered.
Okay.
Roger that, Lieutenant. Second Lieutenant Lancer. Sir. Noted. Noted in your notes that you never check.
So um, let's move closer to these warehouses if we can.
All right. So you guys go on foot trying to get closer to the warehouses. You go, you follow this road here. Let me zoom in on the airport road. So basically, this road right here that goes right up the side of the airport is still intact. This big road here,
Hmm.
uh, and you take that road all the way up, and right about here is when you can see about 600 feet from you. There are three people in power armor. One of them is kind of just crossing the road. The other two are standing there. Um, they are on an overhang. They're like under an overhang of a building, so they can't be seen from the air. and the glitter girl can't see them.
Right.
It would take a either an 18 or higher to see, or like with a perception, or a under a 20% for a skill to see. Oh yeah, no,
Oh God.
definitely not.
I got some of your weed in my eye.
Yeah, so
Well,
so Terry, you are Overwatch, and you're following them. Like you can see them um, travel this road. There's a couple places where you'll lose them, but you pick them back up on the road as they're just kind of scouting the area. There is a jeep coming your way as the
Coming my way?
no Scott's way.
our way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Roll your sense again as you guys are walking past. When you walk past these buildings here on
Two.
Falcon
Finally.
Road, um, you walk past there and you feel the presence of the supernatural. You look over into an alleyway and you see where there's a bunch of like trash and just garbage kind of stacked up and just like dilapidated building. You see like six hobos that are just kind of camped out. Um, you can't see them very well, but you can feel like the supernatural presence over there. If they're not the supernatural presence, then it must be in the building.
Okay. I discreetly inform the lieutenant and
Right.
Go ahead,
the
say lieutenant.
lieutenant. Down this alleyway, there's three people,
Six.
six people. I'm getting a
Yeesh.
sense of heavy, heavy supernatural beings. If it's not them, then it's somewhere in that alleyway.
You
I'm thinking
actually.
it's.
Sorry.
I'm beginning to wonder if maybe they're not moving these supernatural beings to, other places that, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
That's probably what was in the crate that was loaded onto the Death's Head transport.
Really?
Well, if you think about it, maybe they come out at night to patrol.
Could be.
They don't seem to like the light too much.
Maybe they're vampires.
God.
Did
um,
I pinpoint that?
so you did you read that? There, are you on Twitch, Scott?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Um, so Scott, as you're talking to her,
Mm-hmm.
remember you guys aren't wearing your helmets, but you start having kind of a headache, actually, and then he notices blood coming out of your nose.
Oh,
Oh.
my
Okay.
head.
We should start moving away from
And
this area.
you in your head, you hear that sound of like the cicadas,
Uh huh.
just raw and loud
Ah!
as it's hurting you. Um, Only people with psychic power are having uh, this
I think I'm gonna throw up.
problem.
We need to get out of here.
Yes.
You do take a D4 of hit point damage as blood just starts like
Ooh.
like running out of your nose.
Oh
Hey
boy.
Dave, I know it's bedtime, but I gotta go to bed.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
it's
it time?
10:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, at okay, so at 10:30,
Yeah.
we'll can we just finish
Yeah,
up real
sure.
quick? Okay. So the blood, you guys,
D4.
what direction do you go?
I'm following the lieutenant, but
Right.
anywhere from
Are
here.
you going? Are you keep on continuing towards the power armor, or are you going back?
We're going back.
Okay. Yeah.
Going back
She's
to the center of town.
bleeding really bad. Like you think you need to use an RMS kit on her because
Okay.
she's profusely bleeding.
I
Remember,
How
have
a
many?
D four hit
Oh,
points.
oh, you wanted me to
What's your how many hit points do you have?
19.
hit points or SDC?
No,
Yeah.
21
So
SDC.
yeah, you took 4 hit points,
4 hit
which is
points.
Right.
like a quart of blood. Like
Yeah.
blood, you feel it in your mouth. You start actually throwing it up.
Okay.
Like blood is
Ah,
gobs of blood.
am I able to walk?
You're feeling a little woozy and you're coughing from this.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my RMS kit out and apply it to her.
Um, did you
'Cause
roll for psionics, Scott?
yeah, I have latent psionics.
So Leighton.
Well,
Um,
I actually am a minor psionicist, but I don't have the.
okay. So you have a minor, like start are having a headache, but it's nothing. It's not. You're not taking damage from it.
Right.
This yeah, because it's your powers haven't developed yet.
Right.
But you don't know that. You just kind of got a
I
little
just got
bit
a
of a
headache.
headache.
So
She
whatever's making it happen for her is.
yeah.
Is
Brandon, did you roll for psionics?
Not yet. Is
Uh,
that a D100?
uh, yeah. You don't
Let
have
Dave.
to because it's latent. I go ahead and roll. Actually,
Oh,
yeah, definitely not. You're fine, but you do notice that the lieutenant's concentration is a little bit weird. He was just talking about trying to get her. He's like taking out his RMSS kit and he fumbles it and drops it, but it looked like he is suffering something, like something's happening. You're not really sure. Your vision gets a
uh,
little bit, but you are about to pass out. It's still it's half as noisy as it was as
Mm.
you are backing away from it.
Okay.
Um, Communications officer, roll a perception really quick.
Oh God. Jesus.
um, uh, uh, Glitter Girl can roll a perception also because you are listening and you hear them having a medical emergency over the radio. But you remember
Shit.
you were tracking them with your scope. You can
Uh-huh.
roll a perception also.
Sorry, I just closed my browser by accident.
That's okay.
When that happens.
All of you who are on your radio, this kind of wakes you up. Uh, Lyndall,
Okay.
did you roll for psionics?
11.
I think I got like a 70 something.
Oh, okay. But this kind of way you hear the emergency and you like you're
Yeah.
military, so you go from parade sleep to
Yeah, yeah.
awake.
Mhm.
Um, do you fire up your jets? You turn your systems on so you can at least do your pre-flight
I
check.
will start the process, but I'm not going to actually ignite my engines. I'm going to
Okay,
say, I'm going to just, this is Claymore on standby.
so Terry, you do see the hobos that she mentioned on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Two of them are kind of following the group,
Okay.
or um,
So
and
I
you
will
can
tell
you can
them that
see one of them has
they're being
what
failed.
looks like glowing purple in their eyes.
Oh shit, they're not. Oh, but this girl doesn't know that, does she?
What's that?
What they are.
Oh, no, you have no idea.
Okay.
You think there's some kind of magic users, or maybe
Okay. So,
they're possessed people,
um,
undead. They could be undead. They
Catherine, you're being followed by something supernatural. There's two of them behind you.
Copy.
Lieutenant, you quickly survey the area and you do see the hobo. One of them tries to hide behind a trash dumpster. Um,
Hmm.
but you did glimpse like a weird purple glow in the eyes. Um,
Yeah.
when
Purple
when
glow.
that happens, when their eyes are out of view, or out of well, they can't see you because they hide, your headache goes away immediately.
Right.
Um,
So these are definitely what's affecting them.
Well, you don't know, but the cicada sound kind of dies down, and you like come back to because you were actually getting woozy and almost passing
Yeah.
out. But like, there's a lot of blood,
Mhm.
and will you do you are you going to try to extract yourself back to the Skullwalker, or you gonna
Yeah, because I think we've gotten all the intelligence we're going to get.
or are you going to go to the Lucky Star Hotel?
We're going to go to the Lucky Star first.
Okay, so you check in to the Lucky Star for the day or for the night.
Yes.
Okay. Obviously bandaging her nose.
Mhm.
The lady there rents you a room. It's actually an automated robot with a fucking wig on.
That's awesome.
Um,
That's his
and
wife.
and like really exaggerated lips. You think that at one time this thing probably had an actual skin overlay, but now it's just like the lips and the
Ooh.
hair.
Ooh.
Yep.
How many nights would you like to stay?
Just the one.
One night. That'll be 105 credits.
Jesus.
Jesus.
105.
Yes,
That's a little high, don't you think?
that includes city taxes and state taxes.
Uh-huh. What state are we paying taxes to?
The state of Illinois.
I see. You know, the state of Illinois doesn't exist anymore, right?
It is an automated machine.
Has like four answers to give, four replies.
Do you have a gold member card?
I do.
Please enter the number here or slide your gold membership in.
I enter random numbers.
Unauthorized number. Sorry, no discount for you. There's like a delay.
Yeah, it was checking the
105
non-existent database.
credits. I forget.
Well,
I failed to tell you that they did give you a an expense account for the mission.
okay. Well, then I'm going to pay the, the credits.
Okay. You you don't actually know how much money is on the card.
Right.
But you think they usually give about $2,500 credit
Okay.
for those things for like this is a low level mission. It was
Right.
a seek and destroy and that's it.
Right. Yeah, we're
So
supposed to seek and
thank
destroy.
you. And a key pops out from a drawer right underneath the cashier,
Okay.
and it's like it's a little key fob actually. Please return this when you are done. Otherwise, you will be charged 275 credits.
I'll remember. Thank you.
Have a nice day. Thank you for staying in Chicago.
Hmm. All right. Well, we're gonna go and go to the room, and I'm gonna do the RMS kit on her and get her patched up. And
Okay, so we will end there. You get to the room and you probably radio the group and let them know what's going on. But you
yeah,
guys have
sure.
safe shelter in a room. The RMSS kit makes your bloody nose go away pretty much. I mean, pretty much once you were indoors and out of sight of the hobos,
Mhm.
um, you were fine.
Yeah. Was I able to see if they stayed within the dark or did they?
No, they traveled in the sun. They
Okay.
were fully covered though with like
Mm.
their weird clothing and
Mhm.
like you could see some facial features, but pretty much they were pretty much clothed. You know, they had hand bindings on them.
Yeah.
Um, they they could be
Except for their
vampires.
glowing purple
Or
eyes.
psychic vampires, I
They,
mean.
yeah, I mean, you don't know if they're licking the blood off the ground where your blood went everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But so you guys are safe in the Lucky Star Hotel in Rockford, the town of Rockford. You guys have scouted out some of the objectives.
Okay.
We
So
found out that they have crappy armor. Mhm.
Yeah,
yeah,
we know a few things.
yeah,
So
like yeah, you guys you're pretty confident, Lieutenant, that you guys, if you plan the assault right, like if you take out the power plant and the communications tower, and then blow open the gate, and then come in with the gears ablazing, that you can take out the objective no problem. Um, uh, you don't know.
And leave it.
The only wild card is the Death Head transport that went to Marquine. That
mhm.
is, that might be a future mission. But
Yeah.
now, like you do know that that must be where they're producing whatever you need to, and that's probably
Mhm.
what you need to blow up.
Right.
Um, all right, so you guys, we game for 2 hours and 45 minutes, so you get 275 experience for time. You get 100 for skills plus whatever skills you rolled. I think you each got about three to four
Is it
skills, so that should
25 points per skill?
yeah per skill. Um, remember, perceptions aren't a skill. That's just a roll.
What are so where?
Any percentile roll I had to make.
No, I know. Where are we putting our
So all
skills?
that should go under your OCC. None of this was combat related.
No, okay.
What do you mean?
On the experience chart.
Jeffrey made that chart, so he could probably answer that.
Repeat the question.
Where are we putting our new characters' experience points?
It's
So
the
I will reshare that with you.
Thank you.
Oh, you know what? I actually don't have you on this one.
Yeah.
Spell your email for me again, real quick. Just the first bit.
Argard.
Is it the one with 83?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I will resend that to you. And I did actually just make a sheet for you today. It's the one labeled Catherine.
Awesome.
Got.
So
Thank
cool. You guys. And you guys can have another 150 points for finding out what you find out. Uh,
Yep.
all those targets that I'm talking about.
get points for knowing that Martine Barony is on good terms with Quebec. Or is
Um,
that the 150?
that's part of the 150. Yeah, that that goes on with you guys discovered that that this town has some kind of relationship with them. They're shipping stuff to them, or they're coming and collecting it. Um, you don't think they're gonna. You're kind of doubting after you take care of your side stalker. You're kind of doubting that they're shipping supernatural creatures.
Right.
That could
Now that we've been attacked by some, I don't think they're shipping anything like that.
right. Um,
I could,
it could be a separate thing.
How?
An infestation, maybe the coalition, maybe that's your objective.
Yeah.
Like you're not sure because maybe that this is intelligence. You might have to verify some intelligence. You can. Your Spider Skullwalker does have a longer range radio, and you can
Yeah.
try to bring that information back and um, contact the coalition for instructions if you
Right.
need to.
I think that's the plan. Once we get back,
Okay,
to do
awesome.
that.
Um,
How many?
do what's
How much for skills?
skills is 100 plus your
Five per use.
these aren't
or
play yourself
times
skills. Oh, dang it.
102%.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's only 25 per skill. You guys don't get that extra 100. That's only play yourself.
Oh, damn it.
I'm sorry.
And
I can make
so
that adjustment.
Yeah, it's
All
just
good.
I used but I did not use it for like combat.
It doesn't matter. That goes on your psionic experience charts. What what
So
what did you
how
use?
long did we play for last time? I mean, it was like
It was an
an
hour.
hour.
Literally an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I
Okay.
gave you 125. I think it was an hour
Okay.
and 15 minutes or something.
Got it.
Oh, wait, actually, you know what? I probably didn't.
You did
Because that's a natural ability. I keep forgetting.
right, but it you yeah, it's worth 25 points towards
25?
your psionic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because that's a natural psionic ability of yours.
Right.
All right. So, just want a question for organization. Do you guys want a commanding officer that participates more with you? He sent you on the mission. Well, I was just noticing that you guys were having some struggle trying to formulate like a plan.
Trying to figure out who was in command.
I'm just asking. The first couple, I think because of the style of the game, because you guys aren't used to running a military organization, it's going to take a
Right.
little bit of uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
a learning
it
curve.
is.
Um, so, but but it's good. Like you guys are doing it. You guys are doing it. I'll try to make it a little more fast paced, um, and uh, I think next game there'll be more participation because I'm pretty sure you guys are going to try to destroy these people next game.
Yeah, wreck them.
Probably.
Likely.
um,
Uh,
Woohoo! I'm level
I don't think we
1.
need a separate commanding officer. We just need the current commanding officer to take charge.
And not be high.
Yeah, that was a problem.
it's that's what
That was a problem.
and I was
Right.
that's why I was also asking you, Scott. Like, do you want? I mean, you are the highest ranking officer. Are
Right.
you okay with that, or do you want somebody that's gonna tell everybody what to do?
No, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I was going to try to run things loose,
Okay.
and I mean, we've been working together for a while, so getting everybody's opinions first before I make a decision. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So
Okay. I was just making sure that wasn't gonna bother you or cause you any
not
kind
going to
of
bother me a
anxiety.
bit.
Okay.
No.
Awesome. So thank you everybody for joining us. We will be back next Thursday. This game is gonna happen definitely every other Thursday, and then probably alternating Tuesday, Wednesday, just depending on. Does this actually work for everybody?
It does for me. Yeah.
Wednesday is definitely better than Tuesday for me.
Okay.
I like
Good.
that tomorrow I can sleep in
Okay.
so much.
Yeah. It's just sometimes I get overwhelmed because I have to work so much on my
Oh,
apartments
I know how you feel.
that I'm like I don't want to put off a game and not have it on Thursday and then not have a Wednesday game because I frickin' worked too late or like tonight I almost worked too late. I was just like fuck because I didn't even mean to. I was gonna try to get on at 6, but Becca called me at like 6:30 and was like, "Oh, it's 6:30 or 6:20." I'm like, "What? Shit." All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
All
I
right,
gotta
guys.
get going, Dave. It's
All
late.
right, dude.
Yeah. Good night, guys.
Good
Uh,
night.
fun game. Awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, everybody.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, David,
Yes.
we off Twitch?
Oh,